time gone by.
You didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
Imagine a voice so powerful it transcends appearances, expectations, and even reality itself. Susan Boyle's journey from obscurity to international stardom is a testament to the unpredictable nature of talent and the battles fought both on and off the stage.
This is the dream come true.
Her story is not just about fame, it's about resilience, transformation, and the human spirit's indomitable will. The Unlikely Star. In a small town in Blackburn, Scotland, on April 1, 1961, Susan Magdalene Boyle was born into a world that seemed to stack the odds against her from the start. The youngest of 9 siblings, Boyle's early life was marred by a difficult birth that led to an oxygen deprivation, which doctors initially feared had caused brain damage. This misdiagnosis would later be corrected to Asperger's syndrome, but not before Boyle had faced a childhood filled with challenges and misunderstandings. Growing up, Boyle found solace in music. Her family's love for singing was her refuge, with her mother Bridget's encouragement being her constant source of strength. Despite the bullies who mocked her for her learning difficulties, calling her Simple Susan, she never let go of her dream to sing. Music was her sanctuary, a place where she could express her true self, unjudged and free. Boyle's passion for music led her to participate in local singing competitions and church choirs, but her aspirations always seemed just out of reach. In a world where image often outweighs talent, Boyle's appearance and age were seen as barriers too high to overcome. The music industry, with its penchant for youthful glamour and polished personas, was not kind to aspiring talents who didn't fit the mold. Then came April 11, 2009, a date that would mark the turning point in Boyle's life. At 47, she auditioned for Britain's Got Talent, a platform she hoped would finally allow her to share her voice with the world. Dressed simply, without the flashy glamour typical of showbiz, Boyle stepped onto the stage, facing a crowd and a panel of judges skeptical of her unassuming appearance.
Hi, what's your name, darling?
My name is Susan Boyle.
Okay, how old are you, Susan?
I am 47.
The moment before she began to sing was charged with a mix of pity, disbelief, and even mockery from some corners of the audience. Boyle chose I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables, a song whose themes of lost dreams and enduring hope mirrored her own life's journey. As her voice filled the auditorium, the skepticism turned to astonishment, then to overwhelming admiration. Here was a woman who defied every expectation, whose talent transcended the superficial judgments of society. Simon Cowell, known for his harsh critiques, was visibly moved, and the audience rose to their feet in a unanimous standing ovation. The video of Boyle's audition went viral, amassing millions of views overnight. People from all corners of the globe were captivated by the story of a woman who dared to dream big despite the odds. Boyle's performance was a powerful reminder that talent knows no age or appearance. It was a victory not just for her, but for everyone who had ever felt overlooked or underestimated. However, the sudden thrust into the limelight was not without its challenges. The worldwide attention was overwhelming for Boyle, who had lived a relatively sheltered life until then. The pressure of fame, coupled with the public scrutiny of every aspect of her personal life, would soon take its toll. But in those initial moments of her performance, none of that mattered. Susan Boyle, the unlikely star from Blackburn, had shocked the world with her voice, and nothing would ever be the same again. The viral sensation. Almost immediately after Boyle's audition aired, the video was uploaded to YouTube, where it rapidly amassed views at a rate that few could have anticipated. Within days, the video had been viewed millions of times, shared across social media platforms, and featured in news outlets around the world. The raw emotion and purity of Boyle's performance resonated with people from diverse backgrounds, proving that music has the power to transcend boundaries and connect individuals on a profound level. The public's initial reaction was a mix of shock and awe. Here was a woman, previously unknown, who had lived a modest life in a small town, challenging the preconceived notions of beauty, age, and talent that are often perpetuated by the entertainment industry. Boyle became an overnight symbol of hope and inspiration, representing the idea that it's never too late to pursue one's dreams, no matter how far-fetched they may seem.
Wouldn't drag me away.
The media were quick to latch on to Boyle's story, intrigued by the juxtaposition of her ordinary life and her extraordinary talent. Newspapers, television shows, and online publications all scrambled to cover her journey, each eager to provide their own take on the Susan Boyle phenomenon. Interviews, analysis pieces, and opinion columns proliferated, discussing not only her talent, but also what her success represented in the broader context of society's obsession with youth and appearance. Boyle's story was particularly appealing because it challenged the narrative arc typically seen in reality TV shows. Instead of focusing solely on her vocal ability, the media delved into her personal history, uncovering the layers of a woman who had faced adversity, battled loneliness, and yet remained undeterred in her pursuit of a dream she held since childhood. This narrative of resilience and determination added depth to Boyle's public persona, endearing her even more to the global audience. As the YouTube views continued to climb, reaching into the hundreds of millions, Boyle's fame extended far beyond the British Isles. She received invitations to appear on high-profile television programs in the United States, such as The Oprah Winfrey Show and Larry King Live, where she discussed her life, her sudden rise to fame, and her aspirations for the future. These appearances further cemented her status as a global celebrity, with fans from across the world sending messages of support and admiration. The impact of Boyle's audition went beyond just entertainment. It sparked conversations about the value society places on appearance and the often overlooked talent that exists in the most unexpected of places. Educators, psychologists, and social commentators weighed in on the Susan Boyle effect, exploring its implications for understanding human potential and the power of social media to uplift and celebrate genuine talent. Susan Boyle's rise to fame was not just rapid, it was historic. Her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream, released later that year, became the UK's best-selling debut album of all time, shattering records and earning her critical and commercial success. The album's success was a testament to her widespread appeal, resonating with audiences young and old, from varied cultural backgrounds. This global recognition brought with it accolades and awards, further acknowledging Boyle's impact on music and culture.
This is the dream come true.
She was invited to perform for dignitaries and at prestigious events, further solidifying her place in the pantheon of great vocalists. Yet, despite her meteoric rise and the accolades that followed, Boyle remained grounded, often expressing gratitude to her fans and reiterating her desire to stay true to her roots. The weight of sudden fame. Susan Boyle's life transformed overnight from that of a private individual to a public figure scrutinized by the world. The pressures of sudden fame, while exhilarating to some, can be profoundly disorienting. Boyle, who had lived a relatively secluded life in her small Scottish town, found herself in the throes of global attention. This relentless scrutiny was not only a source of immense stress, but also a trigger for deeper underlying issues. Before her catapult to fame, Boyle's life was marked by misunderstanding and misdiagnosis. Initially thought to have been brain damaged at birth, she struggled with learning difficulties and social integration, often finding herself the target of bullies. It wasn't until later in life, well after her rise to stardom, that she was correctly diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a form of autism that affects social interaction and communication. This revelation was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it offered Boyle a framework to understand the challenges she had faced throughout her life. On the other, it underscored the difficulties she experienced in navigating the complexities of fame. Asperger's can make social situations and changes in routine particularly challenging, factors that are inescapable in the life of a global star. The apex of Boyle's mental health struggles culminated shortly after her participation in Britain's Got Talent. Overwhelmed by the rapid pace of her life's transformation and the incessant demands of her new career, she experienced what was publicly described as an emotional breakdown. Concerns for her well-being led to her voluntary admission to the Priory, a psychiatric hospital renowned for treating celebrities. This period in Boyle's life was pivotal, not only for her personal health, but also in shaping public perceptions of mental health, particularly in relation to fame. Her stay at the Priory highlighted the immense pressures placed on individuals thrust into the spotlight, challenging the often glamorized portrayal of celebrity life.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
It served as a stark reminder that behind every public figure lies a human being vulnerable to the same fears, anxieties, and health issues as anyone else. Following her hospitalization, Boyle made significant strides in managing her mental health and adapting to her new reality. With the support of her team, she learned to navigate the demands of her career while taking care to prioritize her well-being. This included making tough decisions about her public appearances and engagements, ensuring that her schedule allowed for adequate rest and recuperation. Boyle's openness about her struggles with Asperger's syndrome and mental health has had a lasting impact beyond her music career. By sharing her story, she has become an unwitting advocate for mental health awareness, particularly in the context of the entertainment industry. Her experiences have fostered greater conversation about the support systems necessary for individuals facing similar challenges, emphasizing the importance of understanding and accommodation in all spheres of life. Record-breaking success. In November 2009, Susan Boyle released her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream, to widespread anticipation. The album's release was met with commercial success that defied even the most optimistic projections. It catapulted to the top of the charts in over 30 countries, becoming the UK's fastest-selling debut album of all time and topping the Billboard 200 chart in the United States. This feat was a tangible validation of Boyle's talent and the profound connection she had forged with listeners worldwide. The album, featuring a mix of covers and original songs, resonated with audiences for its emotional depth and Boyle's raw, powerful vocal delivery. Its success was a vindication for Boyle, who had faced a lifetime of being underestimated and overlooked. Yet, with this whirlwind of acclaim and achievement, came the daunting task of navigating the responsibilities and pressures that accompany global fame. With the success of her debut album came significant financial rewards, catapulting Boyle from a modest life in Blackburn to multi-millionaire status. Yet Boyle's approach to her newfound wealth was marked by a remarkable degree of prudence and a deep commitment to her values. She purchased a modest home, dubbed the Posh House, in her hometown, but found herself longing for the familiarity and comfort of her family home, where she had spent her formative years. Boyle's decision to return to her family home, despite her ability to afford far more luxurious accommodations, was a reflection of her intrinsic values and the grounding influence of her upbringing. This modest, semi-detached house, filled with memories of her family and her early life, offered a sanctuary from the storm of fame and a connection to her true self, untouched by the glitz of celebrity. Despite the allure of fame and the opportunities it presented, Boyle sought a semblance of normalcy in her life. She was often seen in her hometown, frequenting local shops and attending church, much as she had before her rise to stardom. This desire for normalcy was not without its challenges, as Boyle navigated the complexities of living in the public eye dealing with the intrusion of the media and the sometimes overwhelming expectations of fans. Boyle's life was a balancing act between embracing the opportunities her success had afforded her and maintaining the values and simplicity that had defined her life before fame. She invested in her community, contributing to local charities and supporting projects close to her heart, reflecting her deep connection to her roots and her desire to give back. As Boyle settled into her role as a global music sensation, her reflections on fame and happiness revealed a profound understanding of the transient nature of celebrity and the enduring value of personal contentment. She spoke candidly about the challenges of fame, the loneliness it can bring, and her journey towards finding peace within herself. Boyle's story became not just one of success against the odds, but also a narrative about the search for happiness in a world that often prioritizes material success over personal fulfillment. Ongoing career and musical contributions. Since her debut, Susan Boyle has released several albums, each showcasing her distinctive voice and emotional depth. Her music continues to resonate with a wide audience, earning her accolades and maintaining her status as a beloved figure in the music industry. Boyle's repertoire, which spans a range of genres, from pop to classical crossover, underscores her versatility as an artist and her ability to connect with listeners through the universal language of music. Her ongoing career is a testament to her resilience and dedication to her craft. Despite the pressures of fame, Boyle has continued to perform, recording new material and participating in tours, albeit at a pace that ensures her well-being. Her commitment to her music remains unwavering, a reflection of her passion and the joy it brings not only to her but to her fans around the world. Susan Boyle's story has had a lasting impact on society's perception of talent and appearances. Her audition on Britain's Got Talent served as a powerful reminder not to judge individuals based on their looks or to underestimate their potential based on superficial criteria. Boyle challenged the entertainment industry's norms and sparked discussions about inclusivity, diversity, and the importance of giving everyone a chance to shine, regardless of their background or appearance. Her influence extends beyond the realm of entertainment, inspiring individuals to pursue their dreams, regardless of the obstacles they may face. Boyle's journey is a beacon of hope for those who feel marginalized or overlooked, proving that talent can emerge from the most unexpected places and that it's never too late to achieve one's dreams. Beyond her music, Boyle's philanthropic efforts have made a significant impact on various causes. She has used her platform to support charitable organizations, raise awareness for issues close to her heart, and contribute to her local community. Boyle's generosity has benefited a wide range of causes, from supporting children with disabilities to contributing to the relief efforts for natural disasters. Her philanthropy reflects her grounded nature and her desire to give back, a value instilled in her from a young age. Boyle's commitment to making a positive difference in the world is an integral part of her legacy, demonstrating that her influence extends far beyond her music. Susan Boyle's approach to life post-fame embodies a balance between embracing the opportunities her success has afforded her and staying true to her roots. She continues to live in her family home in Blackburn, Scotland, maintaining close ties with her community and living a life that values simplicity and authenticity over the trappings of celebrity. Boyle's decision to lead a relatively low-key life, despite her fame and fortune, speaks volumes about her character and priorities. She has remained grounded, focusing on what truly matters to her: her music, her family, and her community. Boyle's life post-fame is a reflection of her belief in the importance of staying true to oneself, a principle that has guided her through the ups and downs of her extraordinary journey. Paul Potts, the mobile phone salesman turned opera star. Paul Potts, a mobile phone salesman, became an overnight sensation after winning Britain's Got Talent in 2007 with his stunning opera performance. Like Boyle, Potts' appearance belied his extraordinary talent, challenging societal expectations about what a classical performer should look like. Both Potts and Boyle experienced rapid career transformations, with Potts releasing several albums and performing worldwide. Their stories exemplify how talent-based reality TV shows can catapult ordinary individuals into fame, emphasizing the role of authentic talent and emotional resonance in their appeal. Cody Lee, a blind and autistic musical prodigious talent, won America's Got Talent in 2019, captivating audiences with his emotional performances. Lee's story, like Boyle's, underscores the power of talent to transcend personal challenges and societal barriers. Both artists have used their platforms to raise awareness about disabilities, showcasing their unique abilities and advocating for inclusivity in the entertainment industry. Their journeys reflect the changing dynamics of fame, where diverse talents are celebrated and personal narratives add depth to their public personas. Ted Williams, a homeless man with a golden radio voice, experienced sudden fame after a viral video showcased his vocal talent. Williams's rise highlights the role of social media in discovering and amplifying talent from unexpected sources. While Williams faced personal challenges, including battles with addiction and the pressures of fame, his story shares similarities with Boyle's in terms of navigating the complexities of newfound celebrity.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9.
Both cases illustrate the potential for redemption and transformation through the power of digital media. These stories, while unique in their specifics, share common themes with Boyle's journey, including the challenge of managing sudden fame, the importance of authenticity, and the impact of personal backstories on public perception. The digital age has democratized fame, allowing individuals to be discovered outside traditional avenues. But it also demands that they navigate the pitfalls of celebrity, including scrutiny and the pressure to maintain a public persona. What Boyle, Potts, Lee, and Williams demonstrate is the enduring appeal of genuine talent and the human stories behind it. Their experiences offer insights into the broader phenomenon of instant celebrity, highlighting the potential for digital platforms to change lives, while also underscoring the importance of support systems and personal resilience in managing the repercussions of sudden fame. The psychological landscape of sudden fame. The phenomenon of sudden fame, as experienced by Susan Boyle and others catapulted into the public eye overnight, presents a unique set of psychological challenges. These individuals often find themselves navigating a complex terrain of identity renegotiation, heightened scrutiny, and the paradox of isolation amidst global adoration. This chapter explores the psychological impact of sudden fame on individuals and its broader implications for society's relationship with celebrity culture. For Boyle, the transition from a relatively anonymous life to global recognition entailed a profound shift in self-perception and identity. This sudden shift can lead to what psychologists term imposter syndrome, where individuals doubt their achievements and fear being exposed as a fraud. Boyle's candid discussions about her struggles with fame and her efforts to remain grounded reflect a broader quest for authenticity in an age where public personas are meticulously curated. The glare of the public eye brings with it an intense level of scrutiny and expectation. For individuals like Boyle, every aspect of their personal and professional lives becomes subject to public commentary. This can lead to significant stress and anxiety, as the fear of criticism or failing to meet expectations can be overwhelming. Boyle's decision to maintain a simple lifestyle and focus on her passion for music demonstrates a form of coping by prioritizing personal values over external validation. Despite the global adoration and connectedness facilitated by social media, sudden fame can engender a profound sense of isolation. The disconnect between the public persona and the private self can make genuine connections difficult, leading to loneliness. Boyle's return to her family home and her continued participation in community life highlight the importance of maintaining a sense of belonging and normalcy. The stories of individuals like Boyle also prompt a societal reflection on the nature of fame and success. The The public's fascination with rags to riches narratives speaks to a collective longing for stories of hope and transformation. However, the intense focus on individuals who achieve sudden fame raises questions about the values society attaches to celebrity and the potential for exploitation in the entertainment industry. The digital age has democratized the pathways to fame, making it more accessible but also more fleeting. Boyle's enduring appeal suggests a hunger for authenticity and relatability in a world saturated with ephemeral content. Her journey invites a reevaluation of what it means to be successful and celebrated, urging both individuals and society to consider the deeper human stories behind the headlines.